Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hello, everybody. Come on in. And let me get this shared out. So come on in. I'm going to take just a minute and let everybody know that I'm live. Well, if it is live, it is. Good morning, Pat Moss. Good morning, Kelly Bach. I'm trying to find it on Facebook and I'm not having much luck. So let me look at Angel Speakers. There it is. Oops. Anyway, I was trying to get it shared. Okay, done and done. Hello, everybody. Hi, Kathy Hand. Good morning, honey. All right, let's take a minute and go into our hearts. So, hand on your heart space. Slow down your breathing. And let's focus on love. Focus on breathing in love. And then breathe that love back out. Let it really flow all through your heart so that you feel it. Not just think about it, that you feel that love. And then when you breathe your next breath in, think about somebody. Who do you want to give a heart hug? Who do you want to bring in here? And let's start saying our affirmations with that person you're holding in your heart. I am enough. I am worthy. I am a miracle magnet. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities show up everywhere. And it is so easy. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I am a spark of the divine. What's your affirmation? Go ahead and type them in. What are you saying to yourself today? Are you saying any of those? Are you saying something that you don't fully believe in? Because sometimes it takes a minute to really grasp that we are enough, that we are a miracle, and that miracles do show up. Just waking up, for me, is a miracle. Seeing that it's a new day, it's a new opportunity to love, to be. So yes, it is a Miracle Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. Where's our Deirdre? There she is. There's our girl. Happy hump day. Yes, yes, yes. We're in the middle of the week. And day 352 of saying those affirmations together. Isn't that wonderful? I am healthy and strong. I love that one, Kelly Bach. And even if it doesn't appear just yet, maybe you don't feel so healthy some mornings. I can relate to that one. But say the affirmation, because saying it gives your body a message. Michelle Landers, good morning. Joanne Castrillo, good morning to you. Oh, Joanne, that coffee smelled so good this morning, but I slept a little beyond what my clock said to get up, so I am without coffee or water. Oh, Jen, I feel so much better. Thank you for asking. I had a really, really good day, and a couple of days actually now. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. We're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with the stomach issues. So I'll be doing a lot of testing once I get back from being with Ruth. Deirdre, I say I am a magnificent and powerful being of love and light. Yes, indeed, you are, and we all are. Ah, Joanne, bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, so it's Wednesday. Wednesday is our prayer day, so you can go ahead and start typing in any prayers that you want to put out now. And then after we do a few of the readings, we'll go ahead and lift up in prayer. I used to read that long prayer list, but we don't need to read every name. We know who's on there. And if anybody wants, I can send you a copy of our prayer list. I know that our jeans, both pair of jeans, have it in their Reiki grids, and it's a little outdated on my computer, so I just kind of try to keep up with it as we go. What? Is it Suzanne's birthday? Oh my gosh, I need my birthday calendar. I used to have a reminder every time that there was a birthday, but I'm slipping, you guys. So help me out. So happy birthday to our Suzanne P. If it is her birthday, I'm so happy to celebrate that. Michelle, yes, absolutely. So you haven't found out any information about what's going on. I'm so sorry. And here comes my coffee. Oh, I love your red.
It's like wearing the jacket.
Good
in
morning.
the house.
That's all right. I'm wearing my house coat this morning because it's cold. I probably shouldn't be saying it's cold because I know a lot of you are a lot colder than I am here in Florida. But for this Floridian girl, yeah, it's cold. So Joanne just showed up with my coffee, and I love this cup that she brought me. The cup says, "Walk by faith, not by sight." Let's see if I can turn it so y'all can see that, actually. Because I love that. Walk by faith, not by sight. What a beautiful saying. Oh, yeah, I needed that. That's a wake me up cup. Thank you, Deirdre. Thank you for our daily prayer. And like I said, when I do the readings, if you want the readings today, I can definitely do that before we say our prayers together. The angels had yet another beautiful message for us last night. So I can certainly do story time this morning. And I think it was pretty direct. Oh, our blue jean just arrived. I was thinking about you last night and wondering how those horses were doing and how you're doing with all of that cold and the white stuff. So good morning. And Razmataz had her 3rd birthday yesterday. I was so excited when I saw that. And I almost called, but I got really busy yesterday. It was a busy day for me. But I was thinking about little Raz and happy birthday to her. And hello to Gruffy and Pocket and all the kiddos. And Dolly. I hope Dolly's doing well with all of this cold weather. I know she's an older horse, and sometimes older animals get affected by the cold just like we do as humans. Well, if you do want the message, I think it was a beautiful message. It's called Be the Answer. Anybody want to hear Be the Answer? Oh, I love that prayer, Kelly Bach. Yes, I will scroll back and get to those in probably about 10 minutes. We'll do our prayers, but you can go ahead and put them in now, and let's get ready to lift them up. Okay. I don't see anybody asking for the message, the angel message. I really want to put our Andrea Gregg in our prayers. If somebody will type her name in, she really could use a lot of lifting up right now. So let's pull together as a family and surround her with love. Okay, so I've got a Kuan Yin card, and Kelly is asking for the message. So yes, we will do story time. And it is called Be the Answer. Well, my screen is not cooperating at all. There it goes. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. Good morning, Annie. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? That's a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King. There are certain questions that echo through time. This is one of them. It sits quietly in the soul and waits. Dr. King's words feel even more relevant in today's world of artificial intelligence, digital transformation, and global connection. In an era where technology accelerates everything from communication to creation, one truth remains unchanged. Our humanity is measured by how we serve others. I am also reminded of the powerful call from John F. Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Both statements are not suggestions. They are invitations. They are calls to conscious leadership. Do we have a responsibility to others on this planet? From a spiritual awakening perspective, the answer is yes, not from obligation, but from oneness. When we understand that we are interconnected energetically, emotionally, spiritually, we realize that serving others is not separate from serving ourselves. Compassion is not charity. It is alignment with divine purpose. In the age of global awareness, we are being asked to evolve beyond self-centered living and step into heart-centered leadership. The question is no longer, how do I succeed? The deeper question becomes, how do I uplift? Many people feel overwhelmed by world events, climate concerns, humanitarian crises, and the constant stream of information. It's easy to feel small, but your purpose does not require you to fix everything. It requires you to listen. I love that line. Can somebody type that in for me? Your purpose does not require you to fix everything. It requires you to listen. Your role may be simply offering emotional support, advocating for peace and human rights, raising awareness about human trafficking, mentoring someone in need, creating conscious content online, or holding space for healing conversations. Service begins where you stand. Not everyone is called to stand on a stage. Some are called to quietly bless the land. Some are called to write. Some are called to heal. And all are sacred. Dear angels, What is my responsibility in a world that feels so vast and urgent? How do I know what I am meant to do for others? Dear ones, you are not required to carry the world. You are invited to carry love. Service is not measured by skill, but by sincerity. When your actions are guided by compassion, you align with divine intelligence far greater than your own. Listen to the whisper within your heart. Notice what moves you. That movement is guidance. Do not compare yourself, or do not compare your calling to another's platform. A single act of kindness ripples across timelines you cannot see. The world is transformed not only by grand gestures, but by consistent compassion. You ask what you should do for others. We ask you instead, who are you being while you do it? The angels whisper, purpose is love in motion. So today, I promise to continuously serve to the best of my ability. And that is my purpose. I know that deep within my heart that I came here in this lifetime to serve and to actually act, to do those things that are inspired by spirit, that tell me that, you know what? It's not about me. It's not about me. And so when I heard the call to be of service, to travel, to do the land blessings, to meet the P's and other people along the way, to really show up in the world instead of sitting in my cave. And that's what I did. I sat in my cave for a while, and yeah, I would get online. I would be on social media like I am now. A lot more, I think, even back then when I was just sitting and not doing. But then I heard the call to go, to be, to do. And I knew that was my purpose. So when you search your heart and you ask those questions that the angels mentioned, who are you when you show up to do your purpose? Are you being your true, authentic self? Because if you are being of service, that is who you are being. So ask not what others can do for you. What can you do for others? We'll just change President Kennedy's words a little bit there. And Kathy, thank you. Kathy says, I love this message. I often wonder about my true purpose as it relates to humanity. When you ask, you'll get answers. When you seek, you shall find, right? So when we ask and we truly want that answer, then we'll hear it and we'll know. All right, Kuan Yin, what does she say about all this? Kuan Yin says, change is in the air. Sometimes we take things for granted and forget to stop and realize how incredible the ordinary things can be. Growth does not often seem improbable. Growth does often seem improbable, yet it happens every day in many ways. So too is something growing in your life that seems at the moment unlikely or impossible. Yet it will happen anyway. Have faith, trust your feelings, and relax. Change is in the air. It is. Do y'all get that? Do you get that we are in constant change? We are in constant motion. We are energy. That's what we are. When you really look at what the human body is, if you see it, I know we can't put our whole body under a microscope, but when you see the cells, when you see the The skin, even, is in constant motion. The skin is our biggest organ, and it's alive, it's moving, it's constantly changing and shifting and shedding cells off of it. Have you ever looked at your arm? If you see that those little flakes sometimes on your arm, it's sloughing off the dead cells. It's getting rid of what it doesn't need. If you've ever done exfoliation, you'll understand that there's dead cells that just constantly are leaving our skin. So we're always in motion, we're always rejuvenating, always, as our Gracie says, repairing. And I love that thought. And Kathy, I love, love, love that you're ready to change and serve. Yes, ma'am. That's what it takes. Being ready. That is your commitment. It's not a commitment to anybody other than yourself when you say that. So that's right, Deirdre. We rejuvenate, and it takes 7 years for us to fully rejuvenate and change our body, but it happens. So, how old are you? You've changed a lot in your lifetime, ever how old that is. All right. Today, Yogananda talks about humility. This is from the Spiritual Diary of Paramahansa Yogananda. He says, humility comes from realizing that God is the doer, not you. When you see that, how can you be proud of any accomplishment? Think constantly that whatever work you are performing is being done by the Lord through you. When I do energy healing, I always let it be known I'm just the conduit. When I speak, when words come through, when I channel the angel messages every night, it's not me. When I publish a book that is done through angel messages, that's not me. I'm just the worker. I'm the worker bee. And the real inspiration for everything I do is God. That is the main reason that I do everything I do. So I love this message from Yogananda, and it has to do with our purpose. If we're constantly thinking, I am doing something, or I need to do something, we're missing it. We're missing the whole point. We are showing up to allow the energy to flow through us. The energy from God flows through each of us because we are a spark of the divine. So that divine energy is what is being seen when we allow it, when we find our purpose to speak, to write, to create, to do whatever it is that is here for you in this lifetime. So that's humility. That's not saying, look what I did. I did all of this. No, we simply showed up. That's all. And when we can give the credit where credit is due and honor God as the giver of all life, all love, all miracles, then we've reached that point of knowing our purpose, knowing that we are a child of God. And whatever then flows from God through us, we're living our purpose. So I love these messages, all of them today. And I love that you all are here with me to share them. Like a caterpillar changing into a butterfly. Absolutely, Kathy. They don't take 7 years to do it, but they do it fairly quickly. If you all remember, one of the places that the Peace on Earth tour went last year was on a well, I call it the butterfly farm. It was it was a little farm and an old farmhouse that I stayed in. I still hear from them occasionally. I know that they still watch every once in a while I'll see them pop in. But there were monarch butterflies because there was a lot of milkweed, and they had an enclosure where the caterpillars could be safe and then turn into cocoons and then come out as the beautiful butterfly they were meant to be. All right, well, it is time now for our prayers. And thank you for everyone who has shared what your prayers are. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and type in what you would like us to pray for you. And I'm going to put our daily prayer by Deirdre up on the screen. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back. Prayers for world peace. Attention to human trafficking. Support for all families living with addiction. Our troops, our United States, the UK, India, for me and my family, and any traveling P's, that'll be me today. And Ruth right now should be getting on an airplane sometime this morning. Right now she should be traveling, I think, to Denver to get on that airplane, if she's not already at the airport. And thank you, Joanne, for hosting our Mama Peace. Thank you, Deirdre, for that. I am thrilled to be here with Joanne. Such a wonderful family, and it's just so beautiful. I was talking to her I think it was yesterday, and she was talking about how it's so busy, and it is. It's a busy house. And I love that, and I love that they just let me be here. And it's amazing to just feel like this is home. It really is. And just to be here, and I'm so, so grateful for Joanne Castrillo, and grateful for my coffee that she brought me. I've only had one sip of. Okay, so let's see what other prayers there were. I know we got Michelle Landers asking for prayers for what's going on with her head, and hopefully you can get that figured out, Joanne. Thank you for sharing that. Michelle, sorry. Let's see what else we had. I know our Kelly is here, lifting her up in prayer, lifting up our Blue Jean and all of the animals. You know, I really pray for the animals at this time when it's so cold outside. And Kelly, prayers that all people are able to love themselves. Thank you for that. And just scrolling through to make sure I didn't miss any of the prayer requests. Kathy Hand, prayers for all in need. Thank you. Kelly would like to thank us for our prayers for her infusion. It went perfectly. Thank you for letting us know that. And I want to thank you all for prayers for me for that long dentist visit again yesterday. I have the most beautiful dentist in the world. She really is a miracle worker. And I told her that yesterday. I actually had a tooth pulled again yesterday, and it was with ease and grace. And the one that she pulled last week is healing beautifully. It's not as tender as it was for a while. I think all of that infection is finally out of it. Kimberly Wilkinson, good morning, Kim, and thank you for being here. And Kim says, thank you, God, for another day and for waking me up to join this lovely space. Thank you for that. Don Baker, oh my goodness, sending you so much love and lifting you up in prayer, Don, for you, your family, especially little Gia. And I love this, Blue Jean. Prayers for all creatures, great and small. Breathe in love, release what no longer serves you, and Gaia. Prayers for continuing healing for sweet peas. Thank you, Blue. We appreciate you so much. Joanne, I'm so grateful for you. Absolutely. Prayers for our Brandy. I haven't seen her on here, but thank you, Deirdre, for asking for that. ease and grace as we move from place to place for all traveling P's. I love that prayer. And Jennifer's grateful that Micah turned the heat on this morning. Well, it is 52 degrees where we're at, Jennifer. So yeah, sometimes you need that little bit just to knock the chill out of the air, right? So prayers for those that were in the path of this, or are in the path of the storm that came through and now dealing with that mound of snow that accumulated. All right, so let's go into our hearts. If you still have prayers that haven't been told, you haven't typed them in or spoken them to me or written them, then you still have time before we go off the air, so we know that we're lifting you. And God knows your heart. We don't have to read every name. He knows who's on our prayer list. All right, so breathe in. Let's take that collective breath together, breathing in love and breathing out love. With your next breath in, just envision that we're all together. See the big circle of all of us holding hands, smiling at each other, sharing heart to heart. What a great vision, isn't it, to be together? And we are. We don't have to be in the same exact location to be together. And now think about all the prayers that were read, all of the ones that are written, that we hold in our hearts every day. Think of all the P's in our P family, the ones present, the ones that can't join us today. And let's begin to lift our vibration. Everyone right now, just think of the words, I am worthy. I am love. I am a spark of the divine. When you go into that energy, it changes your frequency. So we are all in the frequency of love at this moment. We are in the frequency of compassion. So with that, we can lift higher and higher and higher yet. As one of my dear friends would always say to me, where are we going? We're going higher yet. Up, up, up. And we deliver these prayers to our Creator, who I call God. We deliver them right there where all of the divine is paying attention. Your Divine Mother is looking and sifting through each one, just envisioning her holding each of these prayers in her hands, looking at each one, maybe even reading each one, and saying a beautiful blessing over each prayer. Envision Jesus standing right with us in this circle, holding each of us, touching each of us as only the Master can. Envision all of us being filled with that Holy Spirit energy, all together, with smiles on our faces, with love in our hearts. So we leave these prayers. We know that each one is seen, each prayer is heard. I still hear Divine Mother reading those prayers out loud in the presence of God, in the presence of Jesus. And all we ask is that each prayer be seen and heard and answered to the best and highest good of all. That miracles flow in each of our lives. That we all leave this place a little better than when we came, because we did a service today. We lifted each other. We loved each other. We held each other through whatever we're going through, whatever challenge or struggle. Now hold in your heart the belief, the faith, the trust that all prayers are now seen and being administered to by the highest being, the creator of all, the one who gave us life, the one who instills love inside of us. Thank you, God, for the blessings. Thank you for the miracles. We love you. We honor you. And we thank you. Amen. And Om Shanti. Om Peace. Thank you, everyone, for being here today on Prayer Day. On Hump Day, as Deirdre likes to call it. We've gotten over that hump of the middle of the week. And Kim McElwain, thank you for coming in. And even though you weren't with us for the beginning of the prayers, you were lifted in prayer. And you and your son, and I know you're going through a struggle right now. So we're wrapping our arms of love around you. And there is no sorry in Pville. So whenever you arrive, it is the divine time for you to be here. And so it is, absolutely. So we've got some thank you, I love yous going up. And soon I'll be able to play that new song by our Leo. Leo, I listen to it every time I get in my car. I turn it on so I can blast it up at high volume because I love it so much. And so grateful to Leo and Brookie for putting this song together. And so grateful that you will get to hear it soon. All right. Thank you. I love you. Jennifer got us started. And up, up, up. You're right, Jennifer. That is the name of the song, you guys. It's going to be an amazing thing to share it with you. Thank you, Leo, for being with us today. That's right, Leo. Aloha and mahalo for being here. And Om Shanti, Om Peace. Thank you, Kelly. And Deirdre. Pat Moss. Miss you, my friend. I was looking at some pictures of us last night on my phone and loving my time in London with you. Oh, thank you, Kim. Oh, Leo, that made you happy. I'm going to play it for Ruth today. I hope that's okay. Well, she has no choice. She'll be in my car. So she's going to hear that beautiful song, Up, Up, Up. All right, guys. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts. Thank you for your travel prayers. I will be on the road for quite a bit today. So prayers for safety in the Angel Mobile and asking Archangel Michael to guide every mile that we travel today. I will be back tomorrow morning from Melbourne Beach, Florida, and hoping for some warmer weather to come in while our Ruth is here visiting, and hoping for some manatee sightings. That's going to be exciting, and if we can find some, we're definitely going to share. Thank you, Leo. All right, I'm out of here. I love you. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed.